What else we got is fibrinogen, is other molecule that is also responsible for many other diseases, cardiovascular diseases, even kidney failure, and all those things we found that significantly decreased in the people who were eating this drug. So it's kind of a miracle to have sometime get the one result you're looking for, other result you get. What we also found, everybody's blood, remember I was telling you bile, the bile, our goal was to break it. So we take the bile sample from your blood sample and we can find out the main bile and the broken small molecules. So we can prove it that yes, it is actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. So the byproduct we call deconjugation of bile salt, we may be able to do it. So we got those. What else we found is that a vitamin D level, whoever ate that probiotics, their level was going up all the time. And this vitamin D, you get the milk, right? Every day you eat the milk. In the milk you have vitamin D, but it's not good. You need to have something that is bioavailable in your body. Okay? That's the main vitamin you want to have. That is available for body all the time. So that kind of vitamin we got. Circulating bioavailable vitamin. So to give you some idea, when you develop something, you want to know every single detail about it, and then you want to publish it to show that, okay, this is how it is going to work, this is how it is working, with the evidence of each single steps. So this was the bile salt. We found the bile that is broken, cholesterol get improved, sterol, all these things, molecules happen, and we come up with a new mechanism. So we just published this expert opinion in biological therapy. So now people are reading about it. So we fix the puzzle of this whole process. You understand what I mean? Now we can say A to Z exactly what is happening and where it is happening. And this slide is showing the complete mechanism for the first time. Okay? So once we got this, we started comparing to see how this is good or bad in compared to the drugs. How many people knows the name of the drug for cholesterol? Lipitor, you know the Lipitor? Statins? Okay, you don't know. These are the drugs that whenever you have a high cholesterol, you eat it. So these are the drugs. This probiotics is close to the drugs. Okay? That's what this slide is saying, close to the drug. So a bacteria can be a drug. Now, and we are looking at now that in Crohn's disease, as some other places, how this bacteria is affecting. So we don't know here. This is just the result that we just published it. Just to give you some flavor that one research leads to other research, to review other research, and this is what the life of a research. And it's a good thing because you always get excited with new things. Okay? So we got that. So what happened now here is clinically proven, and is in US FDA, there is something called FDA in US. Every drug that you have is US approved. So all these things, and it can be used in a tablet, capsule, liquid, others, and it can be a food and beverage anywhere you can use it. Okay? And this is the only product in the world that has a claim till today. First and the only one. A lot of people are still working on it, but this has a Health Canada claim that you eat this one, your cholesterol will go down. Okay? Now, this is how it looks like. Our human, still we don't know what is there in our gut. We're trying to put the microscope to look at it, and it's really, really exciting to look at it. Two things, two major take-home message for you. Number one is that microbiomes or probiotics are they are part of the health. They are part of us. Number two, they can be used to treat or maintain diseases, many diseases. Okay? That is not being maintained by others. So these two messages that I want to give it to you, and I want to tell you something very nice story. We just published this. So the bacteria in the gut is affecting the brain. Okay? And all these pathways we discover, So actually microbiome is affected by gut bacteria. So Alzheimer's disease and many other neurological diseases, I don't want to name, I stop myself, are being affected. We just filed a patent for some, that's why I'm not able to say, but it's neurological diseases are being affected. So it's a really interesting story. A lot of people now talking about this in the US and all other countries. It's everybody, you know, because of zillions of bacteria is living with us. There's a nice picture here with all we are covered by bacteria. And ultimately, even the man, we all have saris with the bacterial saris, everybody. And all these things are there. That is very neat to understand. Now, on the same topic, I'm taking you to a different route. Okay? How many people knows a stent? If somebody has a heart attack, you put the wire inside. That is called a stent. Okay? Now you know what is a stent? It's a metal, it's a steel that you go to doctor. If you have a heart attack, if you reach in the time, they will put you a stent in the body. Okay? And this is to open the artery that was blocked, that I was showing you in first cholesterol places. Something to open the deposit of inside. Okay? To make a route for the blood to flow. So, I'm going to introduce you a next generation of a stent that has not been done yet. Okay? So, there are three kinds of stent there. Just the metal that you put in the heart. The second is a drug on the metal, because the drug helps the metal. And third, they have a biodegradable stent that you put it and it dissolves. But all of them, they have a big problem. So this is why we are proposing something new. So we a really something called gene delivering stent. So we're putting a gene there. How many people know genes? Genes are something that we are made up of. Our body synthesize all the things because of the genes. So we are using the genes there to heal the process, to make a better stent. You understand? So we think it's a game changer. So what is this is a problem? Heart attack again, number 1 in 4. One person died out of 4 because of the heart problem. It's a very big problem. 17 million deaths per year. And India has a very high death rate, I was saying, because of our food habit and our genetics. So it's a lot of things. So 1.1 million stent. People have a stent in the US. In India, a lot of people have a stent. And actually what happened, I don't know if you know, government of India put a price ban on the stent because companies were selling for $2,000 to $20,000 stent. So Indian government says no, a lot of poor people, they're not getting it, so let's put the price fix. Okay, so it's like a lot of things. The cost is $12,000 to $30,000 per year. It's a really tough problem. So what is happening is, this is imagine the pipe and it's a cut. Okay? So in the pipe you have something here, a hole where the blood goes through, and once you have a cholesterol deposit, you have a heart attack and something called stent restenosis. So this is once this happen, you give to the doctor, you go to doctor, and doctor will give you a stent. That stent is very fast, it will become filled with other garbage. And that's the problem with all the stent. Now, so what is happening is that drug-eluting stents are designed to react, to provide some drug locally, things like that, but not the solving problem. So they do not repair it, because you put the metal and artery is open and nothing happens. So we are trying to make something more clinically important things so that people can get it healed and get it healed fast in first 6 weeks. So you have the stent, but you have no problem of the stent. Okay? So the solution we are putting is, this is what gene targeted delivery of stent. Okay, let me ask you. Till now, are you okay? You understand what I'm talking about? Yes or no? If no, I can speak in Hindi. And if it's needed, some other language. Okay? So we are trying to change this, the whole medical system for the stent. So we had three things in this new thing that we are trying to bring. Number one is a virus. So which virus we are using? Insect virus. Okay. I'll tell you about the insect virus. On human, there are 5 billion people living, right? And many bacteria, zillions. The viruses are 1,000 times more than all of these. So there are a lot of insect virus we have. Till now, nobody has used insect virus for human treatment. We proposed it. And I'm proud to say, yes, I am. Okay? So insect virus coming from plant. So this virus, we engineered it in a way that it can actually deliver a gene on the stent. And to deliver it, we coated with some materials. Because you have a steel, on the steel, a steel rod, you want to coat something, deliver something, so you have to put materials, and then you put your genes there, okay? Now, so this is how it looks like. So we have a lot of metal and plastic. You can coat them anywhere you want, and you have many variations. And we own the patent, we just got the global patent for this. So we have Australian, Indian, everywhere, so nobody can work around this. It's very nice. So it's a platform technology. You can coat anything you want. Okay, this one and a steel are your glasses for delivering genes. So we own that, and it's very many applications are there. Okay, so how it works? You have a insect virus, genetically engineer them, coat with them something, and then you deliver them locally, and they comes and they integrate the genes of the person locally on the cells, and as a result they make them, force them to deliver something, make something that is good for the stent. You understand? So I was saying an advantage of the baculoviruses is that they do not replicate in us. So if we give the people a virus, what happens is that the virus comes to our cell and give us a cold, influenza, AIDS, all kind of diseases. Okay, but this virus, they never comes. If they comes to us, it's not. They will not be a part of that process. So in other words, they are safe. They are so safe that FDA, which is a U.S. Food and Drug Administration, has classified as grade 1. It means like a food. Okay? All the vaccine that you have in India, vaccines, they are being manufactured using this technology. And I was telling you they are abundant in the water, food, everywhere. Tons of the insects, viruses are here flying around. Very small. You don't see them. Okay? And we grow with them. And this is the vaccines we manufacture in here. So they're very safe. So now, this is the stent, okay? The metal. On the metal, you coat your genes in a membrane. Everybody's there with me? Okay. And once you do this, your gene is protected. Insect cell is protected because of the membrane. And once you protect them, when they goes in the site, they release their gene, and the virus infect it, and as a result, you have a good thing. So what you have this here? Once you put it, you have a genes here inside, and it comes and goes into a massive release of the blood, because you are putting a stent in the heart. Okay, a lot of blood there, and the arteries. Blood actually flows through them. So as a result, these guys, they get dissolved. Once they dissolve it, you have a genes there locally. So once you dissolve it, they will produce some protein, because you have a gene that is going there. That protein is missing in the today's stent. They are damaged. Okay, these cells are not aligned. As a result, in the stent, in the tube, you have a very difficult conditions. So once you do that, they will be aligned. And this is the key of this technology. So what we did, we had pigs, the pigs, and dogs. So this data is showing from the dogs. In the dog, we created the condition so that they have a disease like a stent, a heart attack. In there, we produce and put our stent inside, and this is the result of that. So in 2 weeks, what we see, this is a bad artery, okay, with fill of the materials. You understand? This is a tube. When you cut like that, that's the picture you are seeing. This is a control group with the dogs with nothing in them, and this is the treatment group. And you see this one here, everything is clean. So as a result, if you have a heart attack, you stent you give it, everything within 2 weeks will be clean. And guess where we publish it? We publish it in Nature Scientific Report, which is the best journal in the world. Okay? I mean, one of the best, I would say, if not the best, but it's still the best. So we make it, after that, when doing this, we try to figure it out every single thing around it, how to produce it, how long they can stay, how you're going to store it. If I ship to India, how it will be shipped, how it will be do this. Okay? So once this was done, I started a company. And from university, this technology I put in the company. And company name, guess what? Mango Gen. You guys, Mango Gen, where I put it? I wanted mango to be better than apple. You know what is Apple is? iPhone, right? I want them to be better than a mango. In 1.5 years, this company is more than $60 million. 1.5 years. And I started with $1. Okay? And it's not that virtual value, it's actual people put the money around it. Now we have a company in China to manufacture it. They're very good in manufacturing. And a company in the US to market it. And we are about to go to, before you go to human, you must have everything fixed. Because you want to go to human with safe product. And the final product. So to make a final product, you must produce in a very good place. Okay? So we built the factory to produce it first. $30 million in a city called Jinan, just to produce it. Once we produce it, we go to get the approval from the government, and then use on human. Imagine it fails. It don't work in human. My factory is done, my money is gone, right? And if it works, everything is ready, we start selling it. So it's all about risk taking, all about thinking, all about making things work. So we are ready to go. Probably next year, if I come, you will have something. So advantages, I just want to summarize. It fixes the problems. Okay? It's not the fixing, giving a solution. It fixes the problem. And better clinical output, we are hoping. And the best part is to produce it. You know how much it will cost to make an stent. Now to produce, you need $200 or $300. So this one, it will be 10 rupees because it's insect virus part. Stent part will be difficult. So it's not only we solve the problem, we solve it a cheaper way, probably safer way, and hopefully we will be able to maintain and help people and make tons of money. So they are very inexpensive to produce. This whole thing, you can produce it just small tank. All we have a benefit. Everybody will benefit from this if it's good, if it's successful. Patients, clinicians, government, because every insurance company is run by the government, not in India but other places. So everybody, because of the reduced cost and the new technology. So overall conclusion, 2 things I want to tell you, that microbiome and stents are very important for human health. Using the microbiome, you can understand many diseases. Using microbiome, you can treat many diseases. And stent is really important to develop a technology like that for human. Now, second question, so I bring it like we are trying to encircle in our place, in this lab and this center, all kind of technology. And for one reason, we think that we have a good perspectives for the humanity and for the other people. So I want to thank, this is all my group, where many people been working, and all the people who give the money to do the work. Okay, and I have some question for you. Anybody can tell me what is this? What these people are doing? Yes? They are cleaning, right? They are not cleaning. They are looking for their car. Their cars are here. Okay? So which one is mine, which one is yours? This is my wife sent me yesterday. We have a minus 27 with a lot of snow. So that's the yesterday picture. Now, this is the city where I come from. This is where it's a beautiful place. Okay? Very beautiful place. And 5 million population. Yes, people, all kind of mixture people, Indian, Chinese, everybody live there. And a lot of hockey, and if you guys want to know, hockey, basketball, this was invented at Mcgill. Okay? And the university that I didn't put a slide here, is a very good university. Never ranked less than 30 in the world. Never ever. Okay? And our university is a public university, not like MIT. So in other words, we don't have enough money. Public, like government, like Sarkari school. Private school like this can buy fan, everything, whatever it is. The Sarkari school, they don't have fund that much, right? Similar thing. But still we are good. In medicine, we never rank less than a 10. Never ever. And we were almost maybe 50 times number 1. Okay? It's a good place, and we have a lot of snow, and we have all these things. So with this, I want you to understand. I try to give you 2 main things, that from a small place like you, I achieve whatever I achieve, and hopefully I'll make a good contribution. I want to tell you that cholesterol lowering pill, last year, 32 million people used it across the globe. That's coming from the lab, of my lab. Okay? And it's very helping people. So I'm happy. And we will soon bring it here as well. Okay? Now, any question, anything you want to.